We are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the webinar, the workshop, whatever you want to call it. Welcome. I am your host, the ever illustrious Dr. Faith Abraham, your favorite Dr. Honey. And we are about to get started in an awesome time. As you come on, go ahead and you're already here. Okay, I'm just looking at the chat. Hello. Welcome. Good evening. Please let us know where you are watching from, like where you at on this planet Earth. We're excited that you are here tonight. Let us know in the chat. We're excited, and we're going to get started momentarily. Hi, what's going on? Hello. Awesome. Let me give you a shout out. Where are you watching and tuning in from? Let's see who is in the, I always want to say who's in the building, but technically it's okay. Who's online? How about that? We'll just go with that one. Okay, let's see what we got here. We got Bermuda. Hello, good evening. Is it the same time over there? We got Stockbridge, Georgia. Hey. The Bahamas. Every time I see the Bahamas, I'm like, I just want to get on a plane and go somewhere, specifically the Bahamas. But it's coming. Hey, Oklahoma City. What's going on? Good evening. Bermuda, hello. And we got Virginia in the house tonight. Okay. Let's see. We got the Carolinas representing North Carolina. Awesome. I'm going to put up a quiz, like a little poll in just a second. I'm going to give folks some time to come on, get a refreshment. I have my water here, but you may be sipping on something more illustrious, like some kombucha or champagne or I don't know, something. Okay. And make sure you get your pen and your pad because we're going to be talking about some good stuff tonight. Like I have my notes and I'm like, no, I'm not going to go into all my notes, but I might go ahead and go into all of my notes because like I just posted on Facebook, I want to completely shift the narrative. Okay. So that means giving a little bit more than what some people would say, oh, you're doing too much. Well, honey, that's what I do. I do too much. Okay. This is how we get down. Let's see. Who else did I say? Hey, Houston's in the house. That's my home state. That's my home city right there. Alabama. Welcome. Okay, I'm going to put this poll up on the screen. Y'all let me know if you can see it. And let's see here. Y'all let me know if you can see it. And it says, which one are you? I kind of want to get a gauge as to who's watching, the perspective that you're coming in from. Tell me if you guys can see the chat. No, not the chat. I'm in the chat. Let me know if you can see the poll. Bam. Okay. And it says, which one are you? The first one is, I haven't started my business yet. The second one is, I've started my business, but I'm not making the income I desire. Then the third one is, I have a business, I'm making money, but can't get over the 5-figure hump. Okay. Or maybe you've tasted the 6-figure hump a little bit, but it's a hump, right? So you're not over it yet. So let me know where you're at. Oh, this thing is moving. Okay. Some of you guys haven't started your business yet. Okay. That's all right. That's good. Some of you started your business, but not making the type of income you desire. I understand. Okay. Okay. About 7% of you making money, but can't get over the 5-figure hump. Okay. I'm going to leave it up for just a second and then I'll go ahead and get into the workshop tonight. Let's see. But it looks like a lot of you guys, you started your business, but you're not making the type of income that you desire. Okay, that's predominantly where we're at, yeah? Okay. And now I'm going to end the poll, and then you guys should be able to see it. So 53% said started the business, but not making the type of income you desire. And then 40% haven't started your business quite yet. Well, I want to let you know that you are definitely in the right place. I'm going to show my slides here so that I'm going to share my screen and show my slides so we can get right on into the training. And this is going to be really good. So if you are ready, in the chat, do me a favor and just put ready. We're going to be at Bishop TD Jakes up in here. If you're ready, go ahead and type ready, 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 ready in the chat. If you're excited, you're ready to go. You got your drink, you got your snack, you got your pen, you got your notepad. All right, and you are ready and rearing to go. Let's do the thing. Yes, come on with the ready. We are ready to rumble. I don't know what you guys watched when y'all were growing up, but I was a daddy's girl, and I was watching WWF, honey, and with the guy, are you ready to rumble? So that's what I'm asking you. Yes, come on, let's go. We are ready. Okay. Awesome. So I'm going to hit this, and you can see me and you can see the slides. Yes. Ready. I sound like Megan, huh? I can make my own song. Huh? Y'all better tell her to scoot over. I'm gonna get my own billboard, top billboard song, okay? All right. Yes, we are ready. Okay, so I'm going to go through these slides. My goal is to literally have this at 60 minutes, okay? I will tell you that we may very well go over because I just might go into real detail in here, okay? And that's okay. Y'all just let me know if I'm giving you too much, if your mind is blown. I'm a very expressive person, as you will soon find out. I'm just trying to keep myself cool as it stands right now, but we're going to get into some good stuff. And for those of you, if this is your first time being on a webinar with me, put a 1 in the chat for your first time. And then if you've been with me before in a webinar, put a 2, like you are seasoned, honey. You already know how we get down in this thing. Just go ahead. If this is your first time on a webinar with me, just put a 1. And if you've been here before, this is your second time, third, fourth, you already know how we do it. Put that in there too. Oh, this is y'all's first time with me. This is nice. Okay, yeah, here we go. Come on, some seasoned folks up in here. I see you. Yes. Okay, well, I am very animated. I use my hands a lot. And by the time we get off of here, your brain should be like pumping because I'm going to give you the goods. That's how I do. I always over deliver. Okay, I'm like Amazon. I'll tell you it's coming one day, but I bring it to you the next. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to how to grow from 0 to 6 figures in your business. All right. And we are getting into this thing. And I just want to say welcome. Thank you and kudos to you because you did what a lot of other people did not do, which is you got registered. You took big action and you actually showed up. Now, granted, I know some people worked. Some people, yeah, I understand if you can't stay until you finish, the replay will be available. But the fact that you went ahead and made good on the desire to do something great for yourself, I say kudos to you. Give yourself a pat on the back, honey, because you totally deserve it. There will be a replay available, which will hit your email, and it's usually about 24 hours after the live. So just stay tuned for that, okay? But you will get the replay and you will be able to see everything that you missed if you have to leave early. But if you don't have to leave early, definitely stay on. Tell the kids to go away and Uber Eats something and leave you alone so that you can focus your life. Okay. You are in the right place if You want to help people transform their lives, okay? You don't like seeing people in one place. Oh, yes. Good to see you, Brittany. It was a pleasure speaking with you as well. We had a consultation on Wednesday. Love that you made it. Love it, love it, love it. So you're in the right place, guys. If you want to help people transform their lives, okay, you want to help them go from point A to point Z. You see them one way, they come to you, and you're like, by the time they leave, they're going to be in a completely different place. If that's you, this is the right place for you to be. If you want to establish yourself and your brand, this is the right place to be, okay? If you're looking to grow your business into a six-figure business, hello, you are in the right place. And if you want to generate at least 5 streams of income for yourself, you are in the right place. And I will also tell you that you are in a non-judgmental place, because I personally believe that it is your mandate, it is your right, it is your explicit, okay, right to be great in this life, to make an impact in other people's lives one way or another. And in return for the impact that you make in people's lives, you make income. That is a good thing. That is a thing that makes the world go round, okay, and actually allows you to fulfill some purpose. Oh, I ain't even got into the preach yet. But I'm glad you feeling it. For those of you, if this is your first time and you have no idea who I am, you just saw my hair and you was like, okay, hair is popping, face is popping. She talking about something I like. I'm just going to sign up. Let me let you know who I am. I am a former 6-figure corporate ladder climber turned 6-figure business owner. I basically hired myself and started my business when I was trying to climb the corporate ladder and no one would even answer the phone to schedule an interview with me. I couldn't even get in front of anybody. It just was not happening. It didn't matter how many resumes I sent out with the cover letters, made it specific, paid somebody to write my resume. I did all of that, y'all. And no one would hire me. So I hired myself. And when I hired myself, I started my counseling and coaching business, and I became an award-winning coach recognized by my city that I was operating in, which was Sandy Springs at the time. And I help ordinary people become extraordinary coaches through Life Mastery School. Hint, hint, we will talk about that a little bit later. And as a coach, my clients are able to make impact and money, but really impact and income. That's the way I say it now. At the same time, by packaging their knowledge, experience, and or expertise into their coaching. Aside from coaching, I'm also the co-founder of Vanza, the vice president of Higher Place Christian University. That both of those I founded with my husband. And I am a wife and a dedicated mother of 3. So that's a little bit about me. That's where I'm coming from. And I decided, let me take y'all down a walk through memory lane. This is myself and my husband back in 2000, 16 years ago. We just had our anniversary 16 years ago, whenever that was, 2004, December 16th, 2004. There it is. No, actually, we had our marriage in March 2005. Y'all get it. There you go. This is our first little house that we bought together, our starter home in Arlington, Texas. And, you know, we were just doing the thing, young folks in love, trying to make something happen of ourselves. We're both the oldest of our family. So we're both Nigerian. So we were trying to be the oldest and establish everything. Yes. And I know, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so easy to remember your birthday, actually, because it is our anniversary. But, you know, just being the first and trying to make something of ourselves and do exactly what our parents told us to do. Go to school, get a job, make money, have a family, do it right, and wash, rinse, and repeat. Well, things didn't turn out like that. We took a different route, but it was a different route that actually worked out for us. Now, as business owners, we were struggling before. Yes, we got married. We were broke as a joke. His apartment was, I can't even talk because I didn't even have furniture in my apartment either. But when we got married, he had a futon for a bed, honey. The fridge was clean. It was white. because there was no food in there, because there wasn't money to buy food. Okay. We were just out there hustling, and thank God. Seriously, I thank God it worked out with some serious prayer, by the way. But now we're able to travel together. This was our recent trip. We went together to Nigeria, and we were supposed to go this year, but COVID. Nevertheless, we're going to make it happen this year. Again, co-founders of Vonza, which is a SaaS, software as a service company, where we have a platform for entrepreneurs. That's how much we love entrepreneurship. We created a whole company based on that. Me here at Higher Place Christian University, commencement ceremony, us just flossing, honey, flossing in our cars that we worked so hard for, and I enjoy. Let me tell you something. If you see an X3 BMW and you're in Atlanta and it fly past you on a 400 or the 285, just know it was me. Don't call the police. It was me. Okay. I'm enjoying my life and my babies. That's a whole story within itself. When the doctor said that after my first one, I should cut my tubes, tie them, or burn them, because if I try to have another one, I will not make it. I will very well die. And God said, we're not doing just one. We're doing 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to let you know. I'm not shy to call on his name, and I'm not shy to talk about it, because he has brought me a mighty long way. And even what I'm going to share with you has been through trial and error, but also through the divine inspiration of God. And you just have to know that. That's me. That's how I talk. That's how I show up, because that is what has worked for me. He has worked for me. So that's what we talk about. And today, my objective is, as I have shown you my story, is to help you create and craft a beautiful story that you too will be very proud of and excited to share and tell. So my objective is, number one, show you how to package what you have, your skills, your gift, your talent, your expertise for your coaching business. And I know some of you may not have a coaching business. You may have a counseling, a therapist, you may be a healer, but this will actually work for any online business, but more so specifically coaching, counseling, and healers. This is what it's for, okay? I'm going to show you how to go from scratch into 6 figures in your business. And I'm going to show you the blueprint, the literal blueprint that I use to do this for myself. And I'm going to show you how to do it so that you can do it and create the results that you want for you. Then I'm also going to show you how to use proximity, the power of proximity, to flatten the learning curve so that you can go ahead and flow right on into an impact and income-driven business. If you are okay with that, let me know that you are down for the cause and you want to hear it. You want to see it. You're still following me. You're still here. Let me know. You can go ahead and just put a 2 in the chat. Let's just put a 2. Like, I'm here, girl. Let me know. I'm following that flow. I'm following from nothing to something. I'm following the flow. I'm following what you're saying. Okay. And what I want you to understand is, you down for it? Let's go. Come on. Let's do this. Yes. And I want you to know something. You have probably believed some false narratives. Yes. I see the chat. It's coming. I'm going to slow down a little bit because I feel like the chat is slower than how I go. Okay. So there are some false narratives that you have believed, and these are the false narratives that are hindering your progress. And I'm telling you, a lot of times we feel like, oh, I'm okay, I'm good, I believe in myself, I believe in my ability, but it's some stuff that you believe. Number one, you don't have anything to offer. Okay, you don't have anything to offer. Many of us feel like what I do is normal. What I do, anybody can do. What I do, it is what it is. I just do it. There's nothing to it. But I promise you, there are people who want to know what you know. And we'll get into that. There's also a false belief that there's no way that you can make the type of income I'm talking about based off of what you know. We're going to get into that too, because the world that we live in is totally different than what we've been used to. And now there's a lot of gateways that are, and they're all legal. Okay, ladies, they're all legal gateways and permeable gateways for us to make that type of income. And then another false belief and narrative that you may believe is that it would cost you way too much to get into that position. I'm going to bust all of that for you. Okay. Here's the truth.com. Okay. Hashtag big facts. If you identify with any of these or you understand what I'm talking about, you can put that in the chat too. Hashtag big facts. The truth is the coaching industry is going to grow into $20 billion industry by next year, and that's 2022, by people teaching other people how to do, accomplish, or achieve something. Just like I said, what you know, somebody else wishes they knew. And when we're able to package what you know and get it out to the world, it's going to help people, and people will pay for when you solve their problem. Thank you. Hashtag big facts. You are a solution to somebody's problem. And I promise you, somebody will pay you for the solution that you bring. Okay? If I'm going to preach anything, I'm going to preach on that right there. You are a solution to somebody's problem. What you know, what you have, what you're skilled to do, what you have overcome, what you have conquered in this life. Somebody else would pay you to learn that information, would want to sit down with you and glean and take from you what you have experienced and what you know, so that way they don't have to keep experiencing it. They don't have to go through it. They can literally take that knowledge that you give them, implement it, and jump over into the next stage and level of their life. Okay? The other big fact is the knowledge era will cause more millionaires to be created than ever before in history. As a matter of fact, even with cryptocurrency, if you guys are familiar with that, doing what it's doing, there are a lot of people now who are teaching about stocks and bonds and buying crypto and the best crypto, and literally, what's my guy's name now? Tesla, Elon Musk, he literally dropped the name of a cryptocurrency and the thing shot through the roof. You hear me? This is what it is. This is what's going on. And when you know something, like I got into stocks recently, and I'm like, somebody needs to show me what this thing is about. Somebody needs to talk to me. Somebody experienced, somebody who knows what they're talking about. You, okay, great. How much? Here. Exchange. Solve my problem. Give me information I don't know, and I'm going to pay you for it, okay? We're going to put you in a position to do that too. That's the type of life we're living in. Our parents don't know nothing about this. Most of them don't. Our grandparents can't even fathom this, but we're living in this era, okay? Also big facts, the cost to not know something is more expensive than to know and then take big action. Ignorance is not bliss, okay? I told y'all we're going to be here in an hour, so I'm not even going to sit on that. But let me just tell you, ignorance is not bliss. It is more expensive to not know about it. I wish I would have known to go ahead and invest in Tesla about 12 years ago. I would be sitting pretty. You understand? I'd still be working because I love to work and I love to transform people's lives, but I'd be sitting even prettier than I'm sitting right now. Let's just be clear. So now is the time to get on the good foot and make some moves. I'm going to tell y'all some testimonials of some of my clients that I work with, and we're going to get right on into this information. So Queen is one of my clients. Love her beautiful family. She got started with me and we did some work together. She got her certification in counseling, in Christian counseling. Okay. And she started her counseling business, and then she added a stream of income to her counseling business, which was graphics design, because she wanted to offer her clients beautiful journals and diaries and books by which they can grow as they work with her. Well, guess what? She done stumbled into something big, because now when she started, she didn't even really have, a solid income. And now not only does she have her counseling, but she also have her graphics design company. She does some ghost designing. I don't know if you guys understand that, ghost designing, where she does design work for people like celebrities, very popular people. If I name them, you would know them, but confidentiality. Okay. But that's what she does. And it's helped her to replace her income. This is all through just us working together and me showing her that blueprint. Now, the men are not excluded. Okay. We have Vincent. Vincent, he came through, he got his counseling certification, and he used his passion, what he was already doing, what he had been doing work-wise, ministry-wise, and now got the certification so that now he can package it and give it to the world. And now he's coaching and counseling others and establishing his business. His goal is to replace his income. He just had a baby, beautiful baby boy. So now he's got to take care of the whole troop, but he is working on doing that. His business is called the Freedom Agency, and he works with trauma, relationships, and does a lot of work with men and young men, which is absolutely necessary. So he's doing some great things, blowing and going, making some things happen. Okay. I also have Brittany. PB is what I call her, Prophet Brittany Brown, honey. Okay. She's a CEO mom. She had a business already, but we just added some things and we did some work on it so we could amp it up. And though that amplification now caused more money to come in through the sale of her physical products. Then she said, okay, let's go ahead and get into some digital. I said, oh, you ain't even ready for the digital. She was like, no, I'm ready for the digital. And we said, okay, boom. She was using the keto diet to just take back control and mastery over her body and over herself. Lost, I think it was 50 pounds. That was last year. So I know it's even more than that now. So I have to get that update for y'all. But she took that keto diet, what she's learned, what she's overcome, not only physically, but also the mental aspect of losing weight and getting healthy, wrote an ebook to help others to do it, created a course, and now she's coaching people into physical transformation, mental transformation. And she told me, she said, look, I'm coming to Atlanta. I said, come on through. We got a place for you. She is changing her life just by the things that I'm going to show you tonight. Okay. Even trauma. Y'all don't even know about trauma. Trauma was already a thriving, established, earning entrepreneur. But we got together and we said, you know what? We need to reassess some things. We need to recalibrate some stuff. Okay, let's go. We start changing some things within the pricing structure, some courses that she had and some funnels. And within an hour, we were on the phone. We literally reworked this thing. She gets off the phone, she makes a call and lets me know via text, hey, I just closed a $3,000 deal. Baby, boom. I don't know if y'all know about that word. Baby, boom. Okay. She did that thing, and that is just how it's been. So from 1 hour of just us doing some work and having a conversation to a $3,000 deal. Come on, y'all. Talk about changing your life. And she's just changing nurses and nurse entrepreneurs as a whole, helping them to get to where they want to go. So what I want to tell you today is it is possible. And we are going to go ahead, and y'all do know about that baby boom. Don't even stress. Don't even worry about it. Hey, listen, okay? I'm letting you know that if they can do it, you can do it too. If I can do it, you can do it too. And I'm going to show you. So here's what you can expect, okay? We're going to get into this thing. Number one, phase one, I'm going to help you identify what's in your hand. You have something, and we need to tap into that thing, hone that thing, and package it in a way that people will appreciate, that they'll receive, and they'll pay for. Phase two is my 6-figure blueprint. I'm going to lay it out on the line for you. Phase three is what you need to get into position. I'll tell you exactly what you need. It's just one little thing, one little puzzle piece that's missing. You know how you can have a whole puzzle and the puzzle's like, oh, so beautiful, but we're missing a piece. One little piece to make the whole thing work. I'm going to show you what it is. And then we'll get into, I'll open it up so we can do Q&A. All right, let's go. And like I said, I want you to stay to the end so that I can show you how we can work together to take the business to 6 figures by implementing what I'm going to share with you tonight. Let's go. Phase one. What is in your hand? Now, I just threw up on the screen some different things, some different skill sets, some different what's in your hands. This is stuff that a lot of us overlook. We don't pay attention to. But this is exactly what other people want to know. This is exactly what you may have, the skills that you have that other people would literally pay you for if they knew you would offer that information. So, for example, how to lose weight. We saw that with PB. Brittany, that's exactly what she's doing, and what opened her up literally last year into this year with her income streams and just building that financial gain up, right? How to overcome addictions. There's a young lady who literally was an alcoholic. She overcame alcoholism, and now she's teaching other people, and she literally became a millionaire, teaching people how to overcome. And she has so many testimonies. That's impact equals income. Remember, I'm always going to say that because I believe that. That's purpose. Impact always will create income. Parenting skills and understanding. You know, some of us, we're parents, but we didn't have parents. So we're learning this parenting thing, whereas someone else can look and say, hey, why don't you work on this? Or why don't you try this with this child? Or why don't you try that with that child? And it just brings the whole synergy and beauty to your parenting and making life easy for you. People will pay for that. The ability to solve problems, that is a skill. That is a gift. Part of the reason why I knew to go into counseling and coaching was because people would call me and they would say, oh, hey, how you doing? You got 5 minutes? Yeah. And a 5-minute call would turn into a 60-minute call. Get off my phone. Get off my phone. Right? And then people would literally sit there and say, oh, girl, you know, you told me to do this and this and this. Well, I did this and this and this and this and that happened. Thank you so much. Okay, I don't want to thank you. I want a check. Okay? I want a check. That was what was in my hand. And it's a gift that I now packaged and offer to the world. And now I can make that type of income and get paid for it. I can get more than just a, hey girl, thank you. Let me take you out to lunch. No, I can actually get paid for it. Horticulture. Y'all, I used to think I didn't have a green thumb. I would always kill my plants, and it wasn't on purpose. I just didn't have it down. I paid for someone to show me how to do it because I wanted plants, and I got it together. Hallelujah. Organizational skills, project management, social workers, social media management. Some of you guys, you know how to organize and structure your day. A lot of people need help with that. Other businesses will pay you just to do social media, just to do their virtual assistants, right? Also, too, special needs. These are all skills, abilities that you have, that's in your hand, that you can use to create a coaching business. Now, just in case you don't know, I've listed those things for you. A lot of you guys earlier on, you said that you haven't started your business yet. Help me out in the chat and let me know. Do you know what's in your hand? Are you using what you know how to do for your business? Put it in the chat. Talk to me. Let me know if you have tapped into what comes easily to you and you're going to package that for your business, or you're still a little like, I don't really know what to do. I'm not sure, but I know I need to do something. Okay. So talk to me in the chat, type it in there. Let me know. And I'm going to talk about this slide and I'll start reading your responses once it starts coming up, okay? But if you haven't yet to discover what's in your hand, then I want you to screenshot it on your computer or your phone, wherever you're watching it from, so that you can identify. If you haven't tapped into it, thank you. You say I'm giving fire tonight. You already know how we do, okay? Number one question, what experience or experiences have you had that has made you who you are? Okay? What experiences have you had that has made you who you are? Have you overcome something? Have you fought through things? Have you been able to, did you experience molestation or live in a domestic abuse situation or different things like that? Those are experiences that you may have overcome, or you don't want other people to experience. And so now you can equip yourself to coach people and help people who are either going through that or who are out of it but need that help transitioning in their heart and in their head, right? All right. Okay, but you got to become more effective. Perfect. Good. You're sitting pretty. Let's go. Let's see. But you're still kind of working through it. Perfect. We're going to get there. Absolutely. Need to haven't tapped in quite yet. Okay, this slide is for you. Okay, so screenshot it. This slide is for you. People say things like, when I speak, you're so that I get so motivated. They're motivated when you hear, come on. If you are a motivational speaker, listen, you got to be inspired so you don't expire, okay? And people will pay to be inspired and motivated. All right? Not sure. Okay, this slide is for you. What skills do you have? That's question number 2. Personal or professional? Like I said, I paid someone to show me how to not kill my plants. People will pay for you to show them and teach them how to eat right. Okay. People will pay for you to show them how to structure their business or write out a viable business plan. What skills do you have? What did you learn on the job? What certifications or accreditations and things like that did you get when you were out in the workplace? Those skills have a place in coaching. All right. Number 3 question. What do other people highlight about you? I love that Christine said that other people say that about her, because that is a key point. You may not notice it, but other people notice that you're a highly motivating type and encouraging type of person. That's a skill. That's what's in your hand. That's something that you have that you can package and put together. What do you do that people give you credit for? Like I said, people call me and they're like, oh my God, I got these results. This happened. You told me to do this. I took your advice. This happened, blah, blah, blah. Perfect. That's exactly what we're talking about. Okay. Listen to that type of stuff. Write it down, because that is what's in your hand. And the last question is, what is your point of difference? What is your point of difference? For some of you, you are really, really different when it comes to your perspective of being a lady, what that means, what it means for to start life all over again after divorce, what it is to be a lover of God, but divorced. Okay, hello, because that's a whole thing, right? That's what's in your hand. That's what you have. Okay. Business organizations and business planning. Yes. Let me tell you, even Forbes put out a tweet recently and they said African-American women are the #1 group of people starting business. And guess what? Those people weren't born into business. Those people probably don't even know much about business, but they know they need to be in business. You can help them, right? And getting out of debt. Woo! That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay. So use that last slide so you can determine what's in your hand. If you got what's in your hand, perfect. The next thing is the proper positioning. All right. Proper positioning. Now, here's what you got to know. You got to be properly positioned to make proper income. All right. And here we go. So if you don't have that pen and paper yet, or you thought I was just being cute, no, you're going to need your pen and paper right about now. 0 to 6 figures. Here we go. The discovery of what's in your hand is the foundation. Don't stop there. Here's the blueprint, just as I promised you. All right. A to the man. Let's go. Now, here's what I want you to understand. Like I said, my background is in psychology. My PhD is in Christian counseling, okay? And so understand that the traditional way of doing coaching and doing counseling it looks like this. And many of you, be honest, this is how you thought it was supposed to be. This is how you thought it's supposed to look like. So you have your consultations. You got a lot of those, right? All right. Somebody say, keep going, sis. I'm here. Let's go. Consultations, people coming in. Oh, I need this. I need that. Can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? Then you now have one-on-ones. And one-on-ones for us, the traditional way, that was it. That was it. Like, that was all that we had to offer. Once we had someone coming in to see us, nowadays clicking on to the computer to see us, we were good. That's how we made our income. And if you were really good, you could get some group sessions going. Oh man, if you got group sessions, you were good, honey. You could, whether you're at the churches, you're at the synagogues, if you're at the corporate level, you're doing groups, you're great. But this, I can tell you from experience, is exhausting. And this is not my blueprint. This is my blueprint. Let's go. This is the Life Mastery School way of coaching. Now, notice down here we have consultation and social media. That's because it's free, right? That's because it's free. It doesn't cost you anything to make some videos and put it on YouTube, put it on Facebook and all of that, right? A consultation is free. It's about 15 minutes so that you can assess the situation and let them know what offers and what packages you have, okay? So that's free stuff. You'll get a lot of people on the free level. You'll get a lot more people, 1,000 views, 2,000 views, 500 views on a video, but you may not get 500 people into your business. No problem. Here, I put social media again. That is not a mistake, because social media, when you learn how to leverage social media, which is one of the things that we teach in Life Mastery School, is leveraging social media, you can take it to the place where you can now monetize it, where you now have promotions and people paying you for ads and people paying you for mentions and people paying you to put them on your page. And you can get to the point where on YouTube, you get a lot of views and YouTube cuts you a check. You see what I'm saying? So now you're making income, not just by sitting with someone or helping someone one-on-one. You're making impact using social media, and you could be asleep. You could be playing with your kids. You could be cooking dinner for your hubby, honey. You could be making love to your hubby. Let's keep it 100. It's a lot of women on here. Let's talk real. You could be traveling to Barbados and Bermuda in the same week. All right. You can use social media to generate income that you could not generate when you're sitting with someone, right? Here's another level of generating six figures as a coach. As a healer, you can be a speaker. So people see your social media. What initially started out as free, got tongue-tied, initially started out as free. Now, hey, I saw you on social media. I saw you on YouTube. I saw this thing and I wanted to invite you to my event. Great. Now you have a speaker fee. Now you have the ability to travel and go different places and speak on platforms and share your transformational message to a mass group of people. And guess what? From that speaker, now you're well known. People know you. People are coming to know your name. So now they're coming back to the social media, which of course is being monetized, right? And then now they're saying, hey, but you know what? I'd like some one-on-one time with you. Then here you go. Now you got your one-on-one, but you offer it in packages. I'm coming though, not yet. Now you also can offer memberships, okay? Because especially if you have a something that's in your hand that is very specific, that a lot of people need, they'll want to have that community and interaction. Yes, a lot of us may have been experiencing quarantine, but a lot of people haven't been experiencing quarantine like everybody else has experienced quarantine, because we've been in memberships. We've been in communities and groups, and those memberships can now generate income for you on a monthly basis. And you're just sharing what's in your hand, but what's in your hand is impacting and loving on other people and giving them what they need to thrive. Am I making sense up in here today? If I'm if I'm flowing and you following me, I need you to put a 2 in the chat. Put a 2 in the chat, because this is what people will not teach you. This is what people will not show you. This is what people refuse to let be known. But I'm on this webinar tonight, a Friday night. Oh, this is ladies' night, Friday night, okay? And I'm showing you exactly what to do. All right. Okay. I see you. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. We flowing? We flowing. Let's go. Now check this out. You can create online courses. An online course is something that you record or you create one time, one time, and you put it online on a platform such as Vanza, and there's other platforms as well, right? But on a platform, and then people can access it at any time, right? And that's generating what? Income for you and making impact for them, even though you may be spending time with your mama. You may be spending time with the family. You may be writing your next book. Hey, authorpreneur. You may be starting another business. Hey, CEO mom, right? It's creating income for you. By the time you even get to one-on-ones, remember what the other one looked like. Did you see that? That's where the one-on-one was. I didn't even put no dollar signs on there because that's just exhausting. Now look at it. One-on-ones are at the top of the pyramid. So someone can meet you down here and work with you all the way up here. That's powerful, you guys. That's powerful, because many of us are very, very used to, even if we haven't decided to be a coach or a counselor or a therapist or a healer, we've decided to give all of our time this way. And by the time we're done talking with people, interacting with people, and doing all these things, we're exhausted. The kids don't get us. Our husbands don't get us. Our families don't get us, because we're wore out, right? But now here, not only are you able to make an impact one-on-one, face-to-face, but you can make an impact all the way up the chain. And that's how you literally make 6 figures. That's how you do it. You implement the strategy of a tier, a means of doing business in a way that doesn't zap you from all of your energy and your creativity and your ability. Yes, you have something to give, but you can't just cast it before, you just throwing your pearls out before everybody and it getting trampled upon. You got to do it in a strategic manner, and that's the strategic manner that I'm showing you. This is good. Okay. All right. This is how I thought. Yes, absolutely. This is how you got to do it. And this is the breakdown. Everything that I've shown you, from online courses to coaching programs, digital products, physical products, online and live workshops, subscriptions, memberships, all of these things can literally take you not only into 6 figures, but even into 7 figures, 8 figures, 9 figures. I sit in rooms, virtual and physical rooms, with 8-figure earners. 8-figure earners, and they're doing stuff like online courses. They're not even talking about doing anything face-to-face yet. They're not even talking about doing anything physical. Just online courses, and they're 8-figure earners. That is what we're talking about here. Now, the truth is, the traditional method is a viable option. You can do that. You could do that, but you're going to be worn out. You're going to have less impact, and you still can make 6 figures even doing it the traditional method. I did the traditional method for a few years, at least the first 2 years of my business, and I was tired, very tired, as a matter of fact. Life Mastery School method, the one I just showed you, is going to help you stay strong. It's going to increase your impact, and it's going to increase your income. Which one would you rather have? Just a question, asking for a friend. All right. Now go ahead and screenshot this. I'm going to show you this. Let me see. I am not doing well on time, but that's okay. If you're okay with hanging out with me a little bit longer, Just put in the chat, I'm ready to hang out. Let's do the hangout. Let's do the hangout, because this right here, as they used to say on the Kardashian show, money at the little thing at the opening of the show. Let me show you this. This is the 6-figure blueprint right here. This is it. You good? Okay, we hanging out tonight. We're ready. You got your drink for a reason. All right. Okay, let's go. All right. This is how we do it. Friday night, I'm ready to hang out. Let's hang. Let me show you. This is the blueprint right here. Okay. 6 steps to 6 figures. Now, don't count this. I know how to count. Don't count that part. Just go with me. Number 1, we hanging out. Okay. Number 1 is positioning. Now, write this down. Your positioning is who you are. What it is that you do. What is your unique positioning? As a coach and a counselor, one of the things that people love me for is that not only do I talk about business, but I also talk about the emotional aspect of being a business owner, the mental aspect of being a business owner. I talk about the robustness of the human being, a holistic perspective, right? As to being a business owner, as to being a coach, and you don't see that a lot. A lot of people are like, grind, just make that money, just do the thing, and people are worn out. People are sick. I know a gentleman, he was able to start a business, and he was able to sell the business for millions of dollars. And they asked him, they said he did it about 15 years. They asked him and they said, well, what would you do over again if you could do it over again? He said, I would take my time growing and scaling the business and not growing and scaling a heart problem. Did you catch what I just said? Did you catch it? He worked so hard to do that business that he gave himself a heart condition. I just told you the traditional way is hard. I'm showing you how to do it the easier way, okay? I'm showing you how to do it. Yes, because you said it. Thank you. Success is holistic. It doesn't matter if you have a lot of money, if you have a lot of bodily issues, because now all that money is going to your hospital bills and your doctor and the pills and this and that and that and that and that. Come on now. Y'all know me, because I get real preachy up in here, okay? You saw my voice go up? Yeah, we're going to bring that down. I'm going to show you how to make 6 figures without losing your mind. Because even if you have 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures in the bank account, but you're not thinking clearly, you're not thinking straight, you can't enjoy it. But what happens if you have all this spiritual growth and all this spirituality and you don't have no money? Your spirituality is in vain, because you can't even go forth and help other people and make an impact in other people's lives, because you don't even have enough to take care of yourself and feed yourself. Come on, somebody, let's talk about it. If we're so spiritual that we can't even help our neighbor because we don't have enough for ourselves, then how spiritual are you? Our spiritual growth does not negate financial growth. It propagates financial growth. And that's why I'm so passionate and I'm unapologetic about this. I'm unapologetic. But that's my positioning. You see, come on. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. But that's my positioning. Woo, it's hot now. Somebody turn the AC down, right? That is my positioning. That is what's unique to me. What's unique to you? What are you passionate about? What grinds your gears? In the South, we say, what burns your biscuits? What ticks you off? That is a position that can come out as you use what's in your hand so that you can stand out on the bread aisle. Because you might say, well, there's so many people that's teaching other people how to lose weight. There's so many people that's teaching people how to make wigs. There's so many people that's out here being a counselor. There's so many people out here providing business solutions. But what and how do you offer it, though? Because nobody is you. Your thumbprint doesn't look like anybody else's. Yours is your very own. So what do you know? What's your unique positioning? That's this right here. Because when you show up to the world with that positioning, guess what happens as you're doing your branding? This is the next step. When you're doing your branding, and that's about, creating those brand values. How do you show up? What is your business about? For me, like I said, being holistic is one of those things, right? Spirituality is one of those things. I do not apologize for loving God and for serving God with my whole heart. Don't care if you like it or not. That's me. Okay. And my business will always propagate that. I'm not going to shove it down your throat, but you definitely going to know who I represent at all times. Now I can get ungodly sometimes, but I'm mostly godly. All right. So that's my branding. Then also too, part of my branding is humor. I love to laugh. I'm going to make analogies. I'm going to joke. I'm going to laugh and giggle. That's me. If you don't like to laugh, then you're not my ideal client, child. Go on. Bye. Bye. You understand? Because I like to laugh. That's my branding. That's how I show up to the world. So in your branding, you're also too going to define your target audience. I can promise you right now that when Target first opened, there were a lot of people who shop there now who were not a part of Target's initial ideal audience. You got to know who you're talking to. You got to know who you represent. You got to know who you're here for. And you serve them every single day. Your desire is to make impact with them every single day, right? What's your brand personality? Folks know me. Yeah, I'm going to talk about God, honey, but I'm going to talk about Dollar Tree too, because I love a discount and I love a coupon. Okay. My husband is like, babe, you know how to spend. I know how to spend, but I can save you some money while I spend, though. Don't get it twisted. All right. That's a part of my branding. That's how I show up. That's me. That's authentically me. Some of you guys, you can't even walk up to the counter and pull out a coupon. You'd be so embarrassed. I would be the one to take the coupon and run that coupon real quick so we can get this stuff. That's me. Right. That's my personality. Right. That's the way my brand comes across, and people identify with me that way. I've had clients come in and be like, girl, that is so me about the Dollar Tree. I'm like, no way. They're like, yes. I thought it was just me. It's not just you. And that's why you're here, because you're my ideal client. When you serve, listen to me, when you serve your ideal client well, when you take care of them, there will also be other people who may not necessarily fall into your niche, into your ideal client, but because you're doing such a good job of serving your ideal client, they're going to come. They're going to flow. I've had people who are atheists. I've had people who are agnostic do business with me, and we have gotten results. You see what I'm saying? Because I serve my ideal clients so well. I focus on them. I'm not trying to serve everybody. I'm just trying to focus on my people. By focusing on my people and serving them well, the vats opened up and other people start flowing in too. That's how you make six figures, because you're literally positioning yourself so well and your branding is so consistent in the way you show up that people start flowing into you. Okay? This is how it goes. Y'all following me? Let me know if you're following me now. I see you. Also included in branding is your pricing. Also included in your branding is pricing. And pricing, especially when it comes to coaches and counselors, there's two levels. You got level one where, you charge per hour, which is okay. You can do that. You can still get to six figures. But then also too, you have the pricing, level two pricing, where you now price in with more high ticket. So you do it in a very robust way where you say, I'm going to work with you with X amount of time and hours for X amount of dollars. And they say, okay, what's my results? X results. Boom. But if this is your first time, somebody's screaming now. if it's your first time and you're not familiar with, you're not even comfortable with doing the coaching, then pricing per hour is okay. It is okay, but the goal is not to stay there. The goal is to grow there so you can shift into level 2, where you can price a more high ticket and price in a package-based pricing. So we're going to work together for 3 months. In 3 months' time, we're going to accomplish this, and that is this price. And it's going to be a high ticket price. Okay. So that's how you do your brand, and you stick with it. And you don't be acting like Dollar Tree when you're actually Target or Nordstrom or whatever you are. Okay. So that's that part of branding. Your first 1K, this is for my people who are just getting started. Your first $1,000 is going to come from this right here. High ticket could be, you can work with someone for, let's say 3 months, and you charge them like $1,500. You know, my package for couples is 7 sessions for $1,500. That's high ticket. And when we work together, I can charge that, and I'm very comfortable with that, because I know that if you don't spend the $1,500 with me, you're going to spend at least $15,000 out there on lawyer fees, splitting your assets, breaking up the kids, and all the other kind of money that it's going to take for you to get a divorce. I've seen it. So $1,500 is actually cheap compared to you going and getting a divorce and not working with me. So that's high ticket. High ticket could be, you know, I have some other coaching programs where we work in depth together, and, you know, that's $1,500, that's $3,000, that's, I have a lot of different ones. Okay. I have a lot of different ones, but not too many, but enough, right? So that you can get the results that I know that you can get. Okay. Literally, I posted this on Facebook and I said, hey, I got results for my client. Just from a webinar. If you can get results from a free webinar, how much more results will you get when you work specifically one-on-one with me and we develop a strategy together? You understand? If you're following me, I know I'm blowing your mind. So hold on, let me get some water. And I'm going to wait for the comments to come on, because I'm saying some stuff that you never heard before. I know, but I sit in the room with people like this. I sit in the room, and I this is how I operate my business as well, because I get results. I'm just waiting on the chat. Come on, talk to me. Okay? Because I know I can move fast. If I'm making sense, let me know. All right. All right. So your first $1,000, if you're just getting started, is going to come from right here. It's going to come from your phone. Okay. It's going to come from your phone, your contacts, who's in your phone, who's been messaging you, who's been saying, oh, we need to get somebody in here to help us with the kids, or with the church, or with the, okay, okay. All right. I just want to make sure, because I know I can move fast. And I'm sharing information that you guys may not be familiar with. So it's going to take a little bit to process. Okay. So, phone calls, messages, you know, that your first 1K is going to be people you already know. From there, you're going to literally take those results and the testimonies and the great things that are happening, and then you're going to push it out over here to your outreach. Okay. And your outreach is going to be you posting yourself on directories. Okay. Making sense. All right. Just making sure. Your outreach is going to be posting yourself on directories, right? Using social media. Okay. Getting features and featured. on different magazines or media or things like that, because outreach now causes people to know who you are. And because you already made your first $1,000, your first $2,000 right there, and you've had some testimonials from there, now people say, so what do you do? How can you help people? Well, I help this person do this. I help this person do that. I help that person do this. I help that person do that. Wow. Outreach. Oh, I wrote outreach twice. That's why it ended up being more than 6. Okay. So you have your outreach, right? Then you flow into your digital life. Your digital life is your ebooks, your courses, your checklists, and your especially if you're a therapist or you're a counselor, your therapy books and journals that you're going to have for your clients. And you do those things digitally so people can purchase them anytime they want to. And while you may be in a one-on-one session with someone, somebody else can be on your website making a purchase of your digital products. Did you see how I just introduced you into multiple streams of income with one business? Y'all got to talk to me now. Y'all got to talk to me. Did you see it? I just introduced you to multiple streams of income in one business. That's your digital life right there. That's your digital life. You caught it. Real, honey, like Michael Jackson up in here, smooth operator. Did you catch it? One business, multiple streams of income. Let me do it like this. One business, multiple streams of income. One-on-ones, ebooks, courses, memberships, speaking engagements. I just gave you a 6-figure blueprint for your business right here. If you know what's in your hand and you apply that through every single step I just walked you through, you should literally be seeing 6 figures. You should be seeing it. And here's the sweetest part about it. When you do this and you do it well, for some of you, you're just getting started. So, okay, she said, I'm working on my ebook now. Let's go. Okay, now. And okay, when I walk you, because I was going to go to a different place, so let me stay on task. When you go through this and you go through this well, for some of you, you're just starting out. So your curve is going to be a little bit different, right? It's going to take a little bit. There you go, Chantel. Yes. It's going to be a little learning curve, but for some of you, you've already made your first 1K, right? You already have some testimonials. But you just don't have the pricing part, or you don't have the branding part, your values. So you don't show up on social media consistently, so people know who you are, right? If you were to get featured or have some outreach, you wouldn't do it because you're not even sure about what the type of results that you could get, right? Come on, my book is in editing. Let's go, right? That's how you do it. And you have your digital space. And guess what else? Now, let's say before you even, that person sits with you as an ebook, guess what? As a one-on-one, they got your ebook. Their sister downloaded it and then bought it for her. So now she said, I think I need to sit with her. And boom, now she made an appointment with you because of an ebook that you created 6 months ago, a year ago, 3 years ago. You seeing it? The sweetest part is right here, making impact. You're making impact. The more impact you make, the more income you make. It's a universal law. It's a principle of the earth. The more impact you make, the greater income you have. You don't even have to chase money. I used to say that all the time because hot boys, you would say that cash money. You a paper chaser, you know. You know, be crying over, we chasing the paper. No. You make the impact. The paper will chase you. You make the impact. The paper will chase you. The 6 figures will just hit you. And you won't even know until the end of the year. And you counting all your money. You're like, wait a minute. Whoa, I just made that. Yes, money chases me. Money follows me. Money grows on trees. I know your parents told you money doesn't grow on trees. Yes, it does. Money grows on trees. It's paper. So trees are paper. So it's paper. Okay. So that's your blueprint. Screenshot this. Go back and rewind this when the replay comes back to you, because this is where the money is at, right here. Right here. When you make impact, you make income. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. Don't argue with me. Argue with my life. Don't argue with me. Argue with my results. Don't argue with me. Argue with the Bible, because that's where I got it from. All right? Now we're moving into phase 3. And phase 3 is using proximity. And I have to tell you something that maybe some of you guys, you're not familiar with and you don't really understand, but I'm going to break it down for you right now. Absolutely. Impact makes income. Yes, that's my daily affirmation. Come on. It has to be. It has to be, right? People get stuck right after I show them the blueprint a lot of times, because literally you can take the blueprint and run with it. You could take that blueprint, print it out, put it up, okay, and just follow that blueprint from A to B, and it will produce for you. Literally. Just like I said on my last webinar I did about using your books to create a 5-figure income, or 5 different streams of income. She used the webinar and she created royalties for herself. She wrote her book, she published it. Now she's getting royalties off of her book. So you could take this and run. You can literally go on YouTube University. Y'all know YouTube University? Yeah, YouTube. And watch all the videos and listen to all the people and hear all the different ways and strategies and all of that stuff, right? And work it out yourself, right? And you'll end up getting stuck because you don't have that one little missing piece. I told y'all there's a missing piece of the puzzle. I'm going to show you what it is. Or some people get stuck here because they see the blueprint makes sense, but they don't really believe that they can do it. And that's part of the mental part that I always get into when it comes to working, even with entrepreneurs, that mental part. Because if you tell yourself you can't do it, you can't. If you tell yourself you can, but you might be stuck for a little bit, but you know you can do it. Let's not be stuck. Use proximity. You need a coach. The reason why coaches are so powerful is because they give you feedback. You can literally say, okay, I'm going to implement this strategy. I'm going to do this. I'm going to make it happen. And then you're making it happen, but you're not really making it happen. You're going, but it's not quite hitting the way it ought to hit. It's not moving the way it ought to move. You're not seeing it flow the way you want it to flow. Why? Because a coach will see what you're doing and say, okay, you need to tweak this, or you need to add this little piece right here. And that piece will be the missing piece that now knocks you over the fence into the 6-figure zone, into the 7-figure zone, into the 8-figure zone, right? You literally, a coach, you can do everything right. And that coach will tell you, okay, this is the missing piece right here. Plug this in here, add this to your bottom line, put this in with the strategy, and you're going to see the results that you want. A coach can do that. When you're the one driving yourself and then you're sitting there looking at yourself and trying to assess yourself, it's very hard. That's why other people can look at your life and tell you everything about it. Just like that. And you're like, but it's my life. How did I not know that? Because you're living it. You're the one experiencing it, right? But an outside person, a coach who's been there, done that, can watch your moves and redirect you. Watch your moves and help you pivot. Watch your moves and help you to make some adjustments so that you can get to where you want to be. And one of the things I love about coaches, and I tell people this all the time, as a coach, I tell my clients all the time, I believe in you more than you believe in you. And I believe in you more than you believe in you, not because you don't believe in yourself, but rather because I don't have the stuff. I don't have all the limitations and all the experiences that you have when you're looking at yourself. I see you in your glory. I see you as you come to me. I see you as my eyes are, the scales are removed, lifted, and I'm looking at you, and God is saying that. And I'm like, whoa, there's so much in there. So much in you. But what you see is a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, because of all the stuff you've experienced. But a coach doesn't see that, so they can work with you in the fullness of your glory and your ability. Okay. I wrote this, when I listen to you, I get to work. Come on. That's what I'm here for. That's what I do. I remember literally during the Christmas break, I've been watching the show Girlfriends. I don't know if you guys remember that. It used to come on a long time ago. It came out on Netflix. So I was resting, binging on Girlfriends. And there was a particular season when the show Girlfriends introduced the show The Game. And I never realized it. I had seen this before, but just watching it again, I was like, whoa, what? Look what they just did there. Look what they just did there. Both of the shows, both Girlfriends and The Game, did so well. They represented African-American life and the culture that they were trying to portray. Kelsey Grammer had his hand on both of them. He did an excellent job, as well as I forget her name, the other female producer, but executive producer. But the Girlfriend show was already having a good run. Hear me out now. Girlfriends was already having a good run. They now allowed The Game to come in and take over like a whole episode. Then they also intertwined the episodes. When Joan was getting proposed to, they allowed her cousin, which was Melanie from The Game. I don't know if you guys know the show, but I'm breaking it down for you anyway, okay? And which was Melanie from the show The Game, to be present at Joan's engagement party. Why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this because Girlfriends was the coach to The Game. When Girlfriends introduced The Game, it literally increased the chance and probability for the new show, The Game, to succeed. Woo! Where my towel at? Because I just done preached something. I just said something right there. Oh, goodness. I just said something right there. When the Girlfriends that was already doing well, it was already moving, shaking, had its customer base, had its ideal customers, had its ideal watchers, and all of that, introduced the new show. The show, The Game, when it actually aired, had a sensational run, had tons of views, every single show, and then it created its own fan base. Girlfriends played the role of a coach for The Game. I loved Girlfriends. I did too. Love those shows, right? But did you ever see that? Did you ever notice that? Your coach, this is what I'm telling you, your coach opens the way for you to ride on their success, to ride on their mistakes. So you don't have to make those same mistakes. You don't have to pay the same amount of money that your coach did to learn what they know. You don't have to make all those mistakes and errors and find this out and find this out and try this out and try that out and do all of the things that your coach had to do to get to the place that they're at, because now you can just learn it from your coach. The Game had a head start that even Girlfriends didn't have. But because they yielded themselves and all of the greatness, there was a lot of talent that was on that show, The Game. And a lot of people who are still on TV because of that show, they yielded themselves so that they could have the coach. Even in the Olympics, after someone wins a gold medal, what's the first person they go to? If they don't do this, then they do this. And they shout, make that eye contact with their coach, because their coach believed in them and pushed them in ways that they wouldn't push themselves. You need a coach. And I talked about it a little bit earlier, and this is Life Mastery School. I would officially be your coach. I'm introducing to you today Life Mastery School. And in Life Mastery School, what you're going to get is 12 modules of learning. You'll learn the skill set and the mindset of being a life coach, okay? You will get that. So you don't go into doing business and not know what you're doing, not know where to go, not know how it's going to happen, not know what to expect, and you just nervous and you just like, I don't know if I can really help you, child. Just, I don't know. Right? No, cut that out. You're going to go in, you're going to have the skill set, you're going to have the understanding, you're going to have my DAP method, the DAP method, which is D for discovery, A for auditing, P for programming. And this is how I've been able to, by the grace of God, create so much transformation in the lives of every single person that I've been able to work with and that has yielded themselves to my coaching. I've put it all together for you in Life Mastery School. Okay, this is that missing piece. This is that puzzle. You got the skills, you got the talent, you got what's in your hand, but now you just need to know that missing piece to take you over, that missing piece to get you where you know you're supposed to be. And that is what you're going to get with Life Mastery School. Okay, on average, most people finish within 4 to 6 weeks just because they have other commitments, they're working, they're doing other things. But they finish. They go through the modules, you have the final exam, you have 3 times to take it, okay? And then once you take your exam, which goes over everything that you've been taught, you're going to get certified. And that certification, honey, if someone tells you that certification or having a PhD behind your name doesn't mean anything, they lying. They lying. Honey, they lying. Because it does something for you. It boosts you. It releases that je ne sais quoi for you when you show up because you know you've given yourself to the skill. You know you've given yourself and you've trained yourself in the knowledge of this, right? Now, here's the deal. Yeah, this is it. You're also able, because what I did was I give you the skill set of coaching. I show you how to do the work of a coach, right? But I also decided, because I told you earlier, I always over deliver. It's my habit. It's hard to break, and I don't think I will break it. I also included a bonus for you on how to start your own legal business entity. Okay, your own legal business entity as a coach so that you can operate from wherever you are. Now, for some of you, I know that you, as a therapist, as a counselor, when you get licensed by the state, you're only allowed to function in that state. With certification, you're fluid and you can function in any state. Okay, and you can help people have the transformation they desire no matter where they are, overseas, over the bridge, across the country. Okay, so but we have to make sure that we set it up legally as an entity. So I put that bonus in there for you. That's a whole $1,000 value within itself. The certification is $1,000 value within itself. Not only that, you'll also receive in detail the little details I was talking about and how I was breaking it all down for you on the blueprint. That is included in the Life Mastery School. All of that is put in there. See, I just gave you a little bit out here, you know, but I put the whole, all of it, the breakdown in Life Mastery School. So I show you the 0 to 6 figures blueprint, and then also to how to implement it so you get the results you desire. Now, check this out. I also decided to give you a private Facebook certification group. Now, you got to know that just like in the Bible, if you remember the story of Saul, King Saul, when he was with the prophets, guess what? He was just a king. He was just a guy. And he ended up going with the prophets. But because he was in the group, because he was in the atmosphere, he started to prophesy. What does that mean? That means that the places and the people that you rub elbows with rubs off on you, and you begin to flow and operate out of the people that you are with the most often. So that private certification group allows you to rub elbows with other entrepreneurs, other like-minded individuals, other people who want that accountability and that ability to say, hey, I'm making impact and income, and we don't feel bad about it at all. As a matter of fact, we love it because it's fulfilling purpose, right? And of course, you also get moi. Yes, me. I come into the certification group and I give you monthly live coaching every single month, and we talk about whatever you want to talk about. We cover whatever it is that you want to cover. I do a poll every month and we say, hey, what are we going to cover? What is it that you're struggling with? What success, what wins did you have? And then we spend time to elaborate on that and continue to grow and hold each other accountable to what it is that we want to achieve. So that is what is being offered to you today in Life Mastery School. Yes, I would be your coach, Dr. Faith Abraham, your favorite doctor, honey. And if you, we do have 3 different forms of payment, so that if you wanted to go ahead and be a part of Life Mastery School, have that missing puzzle piece no longer missing, you can. So let me go back though. So I need to let you know and show you something. So the certification is what you get, okay? That has a value of at least $1,000. The creating your own legal business entity, you're not going to get that for less than $1,000 either. So that's $2,000, right? The detailed 6-figure business blueprint, that right there has a value of over $3,000, because if I can show you how to make 6 figures and I only ask for $3,000, honey, I'm paying that like ASAP, going into my child's college fund and paying that right on out, because I know that I can pay that child, that fund, that amount right back, right? Then to be at the right place with the right people and have that monthly coaching given to me, that right there is invaluable. But let's put a price tag of $1,000. So that's $1,000, that's $2,000. This is valued at $3,000. This is valued at $1,000. So that's that's a value of $6,000. But I'm not going to charge you $6,000 because I already know what's going on out there. I already know what's happening. I'm living through it too. I'm going to make it very easy, like I said, and give you the 3 forms of payment and give it to you at a small offer of $997. And like I said, $997 is going to give you all of this right here. That is what comes with Life Mastery School. And also, which is invaluable, it comes with my experience in doing this and learning this and knocking my head against the wall, paying hundreds of thousands of dollars for the type of training that I've been able to acquire and amass so that you can get the results that you want in a very short period of time. Okay. So at this point, I want to find out, and you let me know in the chat, who is ready to add that missing piece to themselves. I think so too. I really think so too. Who is ready to add that missing piece of the puzzle to your business, to yourself, and have me as your coach and be a part of Life Mastery School? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat who is ready to do that, who is ready to go ahead and take control over their future, over their business, their ability to say, you know what? I'm ready to change the trajectory of my life. I want to retire my mom. I want to buy the house I grew up in and pay that thing off. I want to buy my dad a new car because his car looks like crap. I want to, right? I want to travel and use my laptop and make impact no matter where I am. I want to spend more time with my kids and pour into them. If that's you, that is what comes with Life Mastery School. That is what comes when you make a decision to go ahead and be a part. Yes, I did list the price. Instead of charging what the value would be, which would be easily $10,000, $6,000, I'm not even charging that. I'm only charging $997. Okay, and you have 3 ways in which you can pay that. You can do that paid in full, $997. You can do 2 payments of $549. Or you can do 3 payments of $397. And let me say this, the payment plans is me and you doing this thing by faith, right? I trust and believe in your ability and that you want to do and accomplish something great for yourself. So I'm saying I'm going to give you access to all of this stuff, all of these great things, right? And I'm going to give that to you. I'm going to give that to you. And not only am I going to give that to you, I'm going to believe that you're going to make that payment. All right. And we're going to start working together from the jump. If you are ready, I want you to put it in the comments and let's get started. Let's get working. Let me see the comments. Yes, I listed the price. It's $9.97, Christine. $9.97. Hey, Chuma said, ready, ready. I heard it in song. I heard it in song. Ready, 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 ready. Ready, 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 ready. I think I need to make that a song, like ready, 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 ready. Boomerang said, I trust you. You are gifted, so that is extremely reasonable. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm so excited that you're on, and I'm so excited to do some great work with you. Judy said, I'm ready. Shantae said, ready. Let's see. I told y'all about them kids. These kids are going to distract you. What you need to do is go to the website right now, and it's www.lifemasteryschool.org. I had a slide, but I don't see the slide coming up. So let me type it in, www.lifemasteryschool.org. And when you go to Life Mastery School, at the very top, you're going to see the enroll button at the very top, okay? When you hit that enroll button, you'll see the payment plans that I just listed for you, and go ahead and choose which payment plan is going to be best for you. Use your credit card, and the date that you sign up will be the date that it'll be reoccurring if you make your payment plan. If you paid in full, honey, that means that you're just like me and you cash it down. I don't like payments. Let me just pay it like, okay, period. I don't want anything hanging over my head. I don't want to be in debt to anybody. If I can handle it, then I don't want to be in debt. Go to lifemasteryschool.org, and you can go ahead and get enrolled, get started, choose whatever payment plan that you desire. And at this point, I'm going to open it up for any of you guys who have any questions. Just put it in the chat. And then as I'm going to open up my dashboard too. So if you are jumping into Life Mastery School, then let me know so I can open it up and take a look. And I'm going to look here in the chat so I can see any questions that you may have about Life Mastery School. Is this for mentoring? I walked out of the room. Yes, let me go back to that slide for you. Pastor Ron, I remember him. Okay. Okay. So yeah, the mentoring, you're going to have the mentoring in the private Facebook certification group. And this is only open to those who sign up for Life Mastery School and get certified. So my coaching certification and my counseling certification, everyone is in this group. So we ask everyone, we ask questions, we post our wins, we brag about the things that we've been able to do. And it's a safe space for us to grow and become more, okay? To grow and become more. So it's awesome. And of course, when you have questions, I will answer any questions that you have. And then, of course, your colleagues that are also in the group answer questions and give you some insight and wisdom, which is the part I love about it, because it just does our heart good to see other people making strides, when everyone else is saying, oh, this, that, and has every excuse and reason in the world. We find a way to not make an excuse. We find a way to keep going. We find a way to tap into what we're grateful for and allow that to propel us to what's ahead. For those of you who don't know, there's a lot of companies that we use today, from Disney, Burger King. What's the one that was just on my heart, but I totally forgot? Walmart. Those are all companies that we use that are huge. And guess what? Yes, they're huge, but they were founded and started during troubling times, downturned economies. So don't feel like, oh, I'll just wait till things get better. Things are always going to be happening. Things are always going on around us. You have to put yourself in a position to win no matter what's going on. And like I said about the coaching industry, it's huge. Okay. It is huge. And it's only going to go on an uptick in an upswing because more people are open to be coached, to be helped, and you can be the one to do that. I'm a certified life coach already. Okay. Do I need this, or do you have a separate mentoring program? So although you're certified, and I don't question the validity of the certification, not only is this certification, but it's also that equipping and training of the skill set and the mindset of a life coach. So if you know that, yes, you're certified, but there's still some things that, some holes, some missing pieces, and also the mindset aspect of it, and you don't have also how to start your business as a coach, then this is going to work for you. This is going to be the most cost-friendly offer that I have as a coach. That let me say it that way. Yes. So this is going to be good for you. So even if you're certified, even if you're licensed, for my therapists and my counselors, you may be certified or licensed. This is still great for you because that blueprint is not anything that you've been taught. There's a lot of certifications that they just certify you and they say, yay, but I'm not going to do that to you. I'm going to get you certified, and then I'm also going to show you how to establish yourself as a business so you can start making that income and making that impact. So that's so important, right? Will this help me with pricing and packaging, or do I need a one-on-one session? Great question. So this is really great because I'll put a lot of training and coaching, a lot of the stuff that I will share with you in one-on-one sessions is going to be laid out for you as far as like videos, downloads. Literally, do I have it on me? Social media business planner. You're going to get the resources and the tools in Life Mastery School. So it's really robust, y'all. You got to know. I know for some of y'all been in these digital streets, and they like to give you a video and a piece of paper and they call it a course. We don't operate like that over here. It's very robust. You will be very endowed and trained so that you can get your pricing together and get your packaging, your offer together and out to the world. Okay. So this will definitely help you with that, because the second part of the program, the first part is the mindset and the skill set so that you can get the certification. And then the second part, the big part, is the establishing yourself as a money generating legal entity. Okay. So yeah, it'll definitely help you. Now, after that, if you want to do one-on-ones, not a problem. We can make that work as well. But I definitely suggest you having the course in its entirety so that you can have it from the, as we say in the South, from the rooter to the tutor, honey, and you know exactly what to do in your business. Okay. Let me see. I was going to ask the same thing because I have 2 coaching certifications. Good for you. And I have a doctorate in Christian. Oh, okay. So where did you get your doctorate from? Because if you have that, you're pretty well equipped as far as the skill set goes. Just saying, it's not mine, so I can't speak for everyone, honey. But you're probably very well equipped. It's just about you having that piece of operating and showing up as a business. And remember the blueprint. It's about that unique positioning and having that consistent branding and showing up every day with that quality branding. That's going to help you to really generate and get the people in so that you can have those testimonials and make all of that impact. Let's see. Marketing seems to be my issue. Yes, it's a lot of our issues. And I will say even from, okay. I will say Dow Institute. Awesome. I would say for women, marketing is usually our issue. because we have been taught that we need to play it low, and we need to be ladylike, and we don't need to demand the things that we want, or don't toot your own horn. That's not ladylike. We've been told all of these things that most oftentimes men are not taught. So men have a tendency to dominate the industry, whereas we have everything it takes to dominate as well. So a lot of that mindset is broken down within the course. And I do talk a lot about that even in my videos and my coachings and trainings, because when we as women are able to work through that stuff and process, you see, I'm talking about business, but I'm talking about processing. Come on, counselors and therapists, y'all already know processing, how you perceive things, how it's going into your mental, and how it makes you feel emotionally. When we're able to work through that and not be at war with ourselves, marketing is a breeze. It comes so naturally, like changing a baby's diaper, and we ain't never changed one before. Okay. I'm very hands-on, tired of buying courses. I think I need a coach. So what you're really wanting is some hands-on work, which I do offer. What we could do is, if you'll send a email to, which email should you send it to? Which email will it need to respond to? Okay, send it to hello@faithabraham.com. We can get you set up so we can get you some one-on-one coaching, okay? But for those of you who need the more robust, you need the all-around, then you need to stick with Life Mastery School, okay? Okay, your doctor, okay, perfect. So then school doesn't teach branding on or give resources at all. They do not. And that's why I had to show the traditional way and the LMS way, because the traditional way does not equip. It equips you to be able to handle maybe a nice caseload, but it's exhausting. It's tiring. And you're not even being paid in a way that keeps you motivated or allows you to incorporate resources for your clients. So it's just not scalable at all. When a real entrepreneur will always look towards things that will scale, that you can grow. Okay. All right, guys, I know we've been hanging out. This is great. And I'm having a good time because this is my jam. But I'm going to end the webinar very shortly. So I'm going to put this as a sticky message. Let me see. I'm going to put this at the top, lifemasteryschool.org. I saw your readies, and I see some folks coming through the school. It's so good to see you. You guys, I have my portal open here. You guys should be receiving your emails and having access to the course immediately. Yay! This is awesome. I'm so glad to see you guys. This is great. Good stuff. Good stuff. I'm so excited to work with each and every one of you. And like I said, it's only $9.97, and you do have the greatest payment plan we have is the 3-month payment plan. Okay. Don't give in to what makes a lot of people get stuck, which is, well, I'm just going to use the blueprint. I'm good. Bye, doc. Okay. Do that. See how long it takes you. It's a great blueprint. It will get you results if you can implement it well. But there is something to be said about having that feedback and having that coaching that will get you a lot further, faster. And that's what we're about. Let's see. I'm a licensed professional counselor. It's easy for me to get clients. Yes. Okay. They come to me and just want to pivot. Absolutely. This will definitely, and of course, the blueprint that I laid out can really help you to pivot, especially if you're wanting to take a different route of helping people, going from maybe shifting your business plan from 80% one-on-one and 20% digital to 80% digital to 20% one-on-one, that can definitely change the trajectory of what you're doing, your business, the people you're helping, and the like. So it's going to be really, really good. When you get enrolled in Life Mastery School. So I put it at the top. I know I said this is going to be 60 minutes, but I really wanted to break it down, get into the nitty gritty of all of this. I want you guys to know that I believe that so many of us have what it takes to not only change the trajectory of our lives, but also change the trajectory of the lives of others. And whether it's counseling, it's coaching, it's therapist, you're a healer, however you show up to the world, you have the power and the ability to do it. I'm telling you and saying to you, don't do it by yourself. Do it with someone like myself who's been there, done that, and can give you exactly what you need so that you can go further, faster, not have to make the same mistakes and don't have the same learning curve. All right. So, yes, absolutely. Let's be in touch. If you guys have any other questions, send it over to hello@faithabraham.com. I or my assistant will be able to get back with you. And then for those of you who have signed up for Life Mastery School, I'm going to see you in the certification group because it is on and popping like Donkey Kong, honey. And we're about to change the world so powerfully and so greatly. I thank you guys for spending time with me. It has been phenomenal. Let's go and change the world. I look forward to seeing you guys and talking with you soon as well. Y'all have a good one, and I'll see you at the top. Good night.